Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a magnet for money, while others are always chasing it without ever achieving it? Well, what no one told you is that there's a key hidden in the secrets of the Bible, revealed by King Solomon himself, the richest and wisest man in history. And here's the kicker. Perhaps you're pursuing financial prosperity the wrong way, accumulating techniques, chasing shortcuts, and forgetting what truly activates lasting wealth. Solomon discovered that money and wisdom go hand in hand, and that the true mindset of wealth isn't born in the pocket, but in the mind. Counterintuitive, isn't it? Because while most believe that getting rich is about earning more, he proved that revealed prosperity begins with smart decisions and a spiritual prosperity that overflows into all areas. And the curious thing is that when you change this prosperity switch within yourself, money starts to chase you, not the other way around. Now, imagine having access to this wealth-generating wisdom applied to your daily life in a practical and simple way. Sounds too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you. The path to success based on wisdom and abundance. The same principles that transformed Solomon's wealth into an eternal legacy. The question is, are you ready to discover these ancient secrets that can change your life today? King Solomon understood something few see. Before gold can shine in one's hands, it is the mind that needs to be honed. He said that the wisdom that generates wealth is more precious than any treasure, because from it springs financial and spiritual prosperity. When someone cultivates a wealth mindset, they learn to make smart decisions that open doors where others only see walls. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to attract opportunities? It's not luck. It's the key to prosperity operating from the inside out. This mindset shift begins with small details. Instead of complaining about a lack of money, people begin to see the law of sowing. What they sow in thoughts, words, and actions, they will inevitably reap. It's like the farmer who decides to care for the land well, knowing the harvest will come. Those who cultivate gratitude, purpose, and an abundance mindset realize that the secrets of the Bible speak of wealth with purpose, not empty accumulation, but revealed prosperity that brings peace and direction. In practice, this can be applied to everyday life. Reading Proverbs daily, for example, transforms the way we think about business, money, and wisdom. Even in modern financial life, this principle works. Someone who studies investments instead of just seeking quick gains builds lasting wealth. This is how you access Solomon's wealth, with wisdom and abundance guiding every step. And, interestingly, this is just the beginning, because there is an even more powerful choice that changed Solomon's life forever. When King Solomon had the opportunity to ask God for anything, he didn't ask for gold, power, or fame. He asked for wisdom. This decision demonstrates the essence of biblical prosperity. When the priority is wisdom that generates wealth, the rest follows. It was this request that made him the wisest man of his generation. And because of it, Solomon's wealth became legendary, a direct reflection of prosperity revealed from within. Solomon's choice teaches us a timeless principle. Money follows those who seek understanding. Those who seek only riches without wisdom and inner abundance end up wasting it. But those who seek discernment attract intelligent decisions that generate financial and spiritual prosperity. Consider the example of modern entrepreneurs. Those who focus only on quick profits go bankrupt easily, while those who build solid businesses based on purpose create lasting wealth. This is applying ancient secrets in practice. And here's a curious detail. By choosing wisdom, Solomon not only received knowledge, but also financial prosperity on unimaginable levels. He showed that the true key to prosperity lies in prioritizing what no one can take away: wisdom. It's as if God were saying, if you have wisdom, money and abundance will have no choice but to chase you. And this same law remains valid today, pointing to another secret few understand: the stark difference between those who merely dream and those who truly plant diligently. Solomon clearly observed, "The diligent hand makes rich, but the lazy hand makes poor." He knew that revealed prosperity doesn't happen by chance, but by the sum of intelligent decisions made day after day. Having a wealth mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about acting with purpose and consistency. Those who apply the law of sowing understand that today's effort prepares the ground for tomorrow's financial prosperity, and it is at this pace that lasting wealth is built. Here's a practical example. Someone who decides to study investments and business for 30 minutes a day will soon be ahead of the pack. This is biblical prosperity in action, not magic, but diligence. Purposeful wealth is born from this habit because every seed planted with discipline yields a harvest of wisdom and abundance. It's as Solomon warned, laziness drains energy and resources while diligence multiplies opportunities. This difference is also clear in modern work. Those who view their profession merely as an obligation rarely prosper. Those who deliver excellence, however, create value and garner recognition. This is the path to success that King Solomon set as an example, demonstrating that spiritual prosperity and financial prosperity go hand in hand. And it is at this point that another powerful secret emerges: the impact of words, capable of opening doors to wealth or destruction. Solomon recorded in his Proverbs that life and death are in the power of the tongue. This reveals an ancient secret: words shape realities. Those who desire financial prosperity need to learn to speak prosperity over themselves instead of repeating phrases of defeat. The wealth mindset is strengthened when the mouth becomes a source of wisdom that generates wealth, for each word functions like a seed planted by the law of sowing. How many times does someone say, "I never have enough money," when in fact, "I never do"? This is the power of words in action, only used against oneself. King Solomon knew that purposeful wealth begins with wisdom and abundance, also expressed in speech. Therefore, expressing phrases of faith, gratitude, and spiritual prosperity opens invisible pathways. A practical example: instead of saying, "I can't afford it," say, "How can I generate resources to achieve this?" This small change activates the key to prosperity. What's more, words don't just affect your wallet, but also your relationships and your vision for the future. A leader who inspires with words of encouragement builds biblical prosperity and lasting wealth around them. Those who constantly complain close doors that could lead them to success. That's why Solomon emphasized the importance of the mouth. It's the steering wheel that directs the journey toward revealed prosperity. And shortly thereafter, he reveals another golden principle, capable of multiplying wealth supernaturally. Solomon didn't just speak of storing treasures, but of honoring God with them. Honor the Lord with your wealth, and your barns will be filled. This is the key to prosperity that few have the courage to apply. Biblical prosperity teaches that generosity doesn't diminish, but multiplies. Those who share make room to receive more. King Solomon knew that purposeful wealth only makes sense when it blesses other lives, and therefore the prosperity revealed is always the fruit of generosity. Today, we see this principle at work in both big business owners and ordinary people. Those who practice the law of sowing, whether through donations, tithing, or even small acts of kindness, find that money returns in unexpected ways. This is no coincidence. It is wisdom and abundance in action. A practical example: someone who donates part of their earnings to social projects finds that, in a short time, new financial opportunities arise, as if life conspired in favor of those who sow. And the most interesting thing is that this principle isn't limited to finances. Generosity with words, time, and attention also generates spiritual prosperity and lasting wealth in relationships. King Solomon understood that the secrets of the Bible weren't just about hoarding, but about living with a mindset of abundance. And precisely at this point, he reveals another secret that made his kingdom expand impressively: building valuable relationships. Solomon did not reign alone. He surrounded himself with wise men, strategic alliances, and relationships that expanded his influence. This is one of the ancient secrets that shows that financial and spiritual prosperity go hand in hand with the right people. Solomon's wealth lay not only in his accumulated gold, but also in the wisdom of cultivating connections that open doors to new horizons. In practice, this means that no one grows in isolation. Those with a wealth mindset understand that good advisors, mentors, and partners are key to prosperity. Think of an entrepreneur who teams up with others to expand their business, or even someone who learns from books by great masters like Napoleon Hill. Both are applying the wisdom that generates wealth. It is through this exchange that purposeful wealth and revealed prosperity are strengthened. Solomon made it clear that valuable relationships aren't just conveniences, but bridges to biblical prosperity and lasting wealth. Those who invest in solid friendships and trust-based alliances build a legacy that spans generations. That's why he became a symbol of wisdom and abundance. And there's another fascinating detail. The richest king in history was also a master of administration and planning, demonstrating that even abundance requires order. King Solomon, despite possessing almost unimaginable wealth, was never a wasteful spender. He understood that biblical prosperity and financial prosperity only last when there is management, planning, and vision. Solomon's wealth was a result not only of the wisdom and abundance God gave him, but also of his ability to organize resources purposefully. This is one of the most overlooked ancient secrets. Even abundance requires discipline. In practice, this means taking good care of what you already have before asking for more. Those who manage their little with diligence open the door to lasting wealth. A practical example: creating a monthly budget and recording all expenses, no matter how small. This simple action is already a smart decision that strengthens the wealth mindset. Money, when treated with respect, begins to flow and stay, rather than slipping away through carelessness. Solomon knew that revealed prosperity isn't aimless accumulation, but wealth with purpose. Therefore, he built, invested, and delegated with wisdom that generates wealth. Today, applying this principle means investing in financial education, planning for the future, and having a strategic vision in business. Like him, those who manage their wealth well see their barns overflow, and there's also an invisible fuel that fuels all this prosperity: the power of gratitude and contentment. Solomon warned that seeking money without purpose is like chasing the wind. The void is never filled. He knew that spiritual prosperity goes hand in hand with financial prosperity, and that the true ancient secret lies in living with gratitude. Those who cultivate the power of gratitude develop a mindset of abundance, seeing riches even in the smallest things. This is where lasting wealth begins, within the heart. In practice, contentment doesn't mean complacency, but rather enjoying what you've already achieved without falling into the trap of comparison. King Solomon understood that wisdom and abundance only multiply when accompanied by purpose. Want a practical example? A person who is grateful daily for opportunities attracts new doors, while those who only complain block even what they already have. This is the law of sowing, also acting in the realm of emotions and attitudes. Gratitude, therefore, is a key to prosperity that empowers intelligent decisions and generates purposeful wealth. It is the invisible fuel that sustains revealed prosperity. Contentment protects against emptiness and gives strength to multiply talents. And it is precisely at this point that another principle emerges: the multiplication of gifts, talents, and opportunities that, When used, make money, chase those who develop them. Solomon was fully aware that hidden talents are wasted riches. He knew that revealed prosperity arises when gifts are put to use and multiplied. This is one of the most powerful ancient secrets. Money follows those who multiply their skills and opportunities. Biblical prosperity is never about stagnation, but about continuous growth. Consider a current example. A musician who keeps his talent to himself is unlikely to prosper. However, someone who shares his art, records, promotes, and turns his passion into a business opens doors to financial prosperity and lasting wealth. The same goes for professionals who invest in courses and hone their skills. They are, in practice, applying the law of sowing that Solomon so often taught. Wisdom that generates wealth is, above all, intelligent action. Multiplying talents also means multiplying impact. Each skill developed and shared generates not only money and wisdom, but also spiritual prosperity and purposeful wealth. This is what King Solomon demonstrated. Wisdom and abundance go hand in hand when what we have is used diligently. And this is how we achieve success, not by waiting for prosperity to happen, but by creating, cultivating, and expanding what has already been placed in our hands.